Hello friends, this is Robert West. Welcome to the show. In this video, we're going to discuss George Santos and his possible return to prison, which really wasn't anticipated just a few days ago when we made a short about it, when his sentence was commuted by President Trump. But before we start, just want to thank all the new viewers to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet to the Robert West Show, please consider doing so. It doesn't cost anything. And feel free to comment, like, share. Let us know what your thoughts are about this situation. So let's get into it. So the state of New York is seriously considering prosecuting Santos for the same actions that he was prosecuted by the federal government. He could potentially, if found guilty, go to prison for a number of years. The question is this a good idea? Now, while I wasn't thrilled with his sentence being commuted, I don't think it's a great idea. The state of New York decided not to prosecute Santos initially. They let the federal government do their thing, and he was convicted of the offense, and he was sentenced to, what was it, 7 or 8 year jail term or prison term. And then Donald Trump, 3 months into that prison term, decided to commute his sentence. What a lot of people don't like is that he did not have to repay any of the people that he defrauded. I understand that. But at the same time, it's not a great message that says, you know what, we decided not to prosecute you, but since we didn't like what the federal government did, i.e. what Donald Trump did, now we're going to prosecute you again for the same set of actions. Well, technically, they're two separate entities. Obviously, the state of New York and the federal government, or even a county could prosecute, or a municipality could prosecute. It's not a great look. It looks vindictive. And while it's technically not double jeopardy, it really does say something about our system. Now, personal belief, you commit crimes, one jurisdiction prosecutes you for those crimes. They don't get to prosecute you in 2 or 3 or 4, depending on the location and what you did and all that good stuff. However, that's not how our system currently works. Our system does allow for it, but just because it allows for it doesn't mean it's a great idea. I would leave the man alone personally. Hopefully he can get his life together and maybe become a productive member of society. And if, of course, he gets involved in things again that will get him into trouble, then that's the time to take action. Just seems very vindictive for Santos. Even like I said, he really should be paying back that money that he defrauded people out of. I believe it was a few $100,000. At least that's the minimum amount. But that's the way it works when you get a commutation or you get a pardon. You don't have to pay back that money. So anyway, so there's a very good chance that if they prosecute him and he's convicted, he will go back to prison. Different prison, because he's going to be in the state system, but still nonetheless, he might be going back to prison. I would say probably within a year. But again, they haven't said for sure whether they're going to prosecute him or not. I imagine they're not going to say anything, and then one day there'll be a grand jury indictment, and he'll be turning himself in again and fighting it again. So that's what's going on with George Santos in the world. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet to the YouTube channel, please do so. It doesn't cost anything. Let us know what you think. Hit that like button. Let me know that you're enjoying the content. What do you think? Should Santos be prosecuted under New York law after he was already convicted under federal law? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next video.